Hi, my name is Noel Davis with World Composting, and today we're going to take a look at our urban worm bag with the African Nightcrawlers in it. So it's been over a month since we last checked on this bag. I can't remember the date exactly, but it's been a while. It probably needs a feeding, it probably needs some more water, and it probably needs maybe a little bit of fluffing as well to make sure that the bin is nice and loose, because it tends to get compacted when you leave it for a long period of time. So with that, I do plan on adding the food, some of my leftovers from the food cycler that I have, and I also have some charcoal that's ground up to turn into biochar that I'm going to put in the system with some water. So with that, I'm hoping that this will sort of bring the system back, but also I'm hoping that this biochar, which is I've ground up really small into small pieces, I'm hoping that that will help this system sort of hold more moisture, as it tends to dry out a little bit faster than my other systems that I have. So with that, let's take a look at the system, see how it's doing, and let's get adding some materials in there for those worms. All right, here is our urban worm bag. Let's open this up and take a look in here. Oh. I must have dug in here at some point, because I don't think I would have left it like that. You know what? I think I needed some castings at some point, so I dug in here to do that. Sorry about the dog barking. You can see right here a lot of moisture on top. Actually, oh, I see some worms poking around in this cardboard up top here. Look at this. So we got some worms poking around in here. Thought I saw another one too, which means they're starting to run out of food, probably down below. Oh, a couple more. Where'd it go? There he is, right there. Another worm right there. Oh, and here's a big one right here too, it looks like. So look at that. We're starting to see some worms that are finding their way through here and into the cardboard, which means that they've probably worked through all the food that's down below. So this is a perfect time to add some more food, add some more moisture. Let's just dig in here a little bit, see what we find. Now you can see lots of millipedes in here. This has been a millipede breeding system, it feels like. If you need millipedes for feeding to your like lizards or something like that, I don't know what eats millipedes, but they've got a lot of them in here. This has worked really well for breeding those up pretty high quantities. Let's just see here, just kind of digging around a little bit just to see what things are like. Again, lots and lots of millipedes. Not many worms though so far. Oh, there's another one right here. There's another worm. So all right, let's keep going here. Dig in this side over here. And as I said before, this is really compacted. But look at that. We got some big worms over here. Look at that. So they're finding their way through different parts. Multiple worms. There's multiple worms in this system, which is great to see. They're really starting to kind of populate and move around in here. We're starting to get a nice base of castings in here as well, which really wasn't the case when I first started this system about a year ago. We can see, look how nice the soil looks in here, though. It's nice, dark, rich, brown to black color. Looks really good. We're going to go ahead and bury this stuff in here as well. No reason to keep all the fresh cardboard on top. We can move that into the soil now. Let's just dig around a little bit more. See what else we can find in here. Look at this. You can see how this just flakes right apart. It's exactly what you want for this type of material. Breaks apart pretty easily. No worms on this side, it looks like, though. At least I'm not seeing any. Again, lots and lots of millipedes. Not sure why this system breeds these so well, but it does. This system's starting to look really, really good, though. We're starting to really get the amount of material we need in here. All right, with that, though, I see a big worm right here. Look at these things. These are these massive African Nightcrawlers that we have. They look pretty small right now, though. They do grow in size quite a bit. Just digging in the center section here. Again, I want to bury the food in here. I don't like leaving it on top, because with that one time we had mold. We can see right here, this is a perfect example. So this is a big chunk, but look at that. It just pops right apart. No issues whatsoever. It's compact, but it's not overly compact. A little bit soft over here, but that's okay. Really, really nice material in here. I'm really impressed with this system. I've been impressed with the urban worm bags in general. If you're looking for a system, and this is your one system for your house, this would probably be the system to get, this or the Vermibag if you have maybe a warmer climate, that one might be a little bit better because it's more ventilation than this. But these bag systems work so well for maintaining once you get them going. All right, with that though, let's go ahead and add some food. Oh, I'm going to take this. There's another worm right here. Here's a big one. We're going to go ahead and put him off to the side. And I'm doing that because I'm going to add in, the first thing I'm going to add here is some frozen cucumber. So I don't really want to touch worms with frozen foods. I'm always usually very careful about that. So I've got some broken frozen cucumber to here that went bad in my fridge. That's the first thing I'm going to add. The next thing here is, of course, some of my food cycler leavings here. Let me just get a scoop. Bring this over. There we go. Adding quite a bit in there. This stuff seems to work really well. They seem to like this. And then with that, we're going to go ahead and actually, you know, let's add in a little bit of water on top of this. Unfortunately, I don't have any water in my sprayer. I would normally spray this down, but I just want to add some water to this. Just kind of mix it in a little bit just to get it moist. I know that those cucumbers are going to have lots of water once they get going as well. Add a little bit more moisture on here just to get this stuff off my gloves. And by the way, this is one of the best ways to rinse off your gloves if you use gloves. I like using gloves because I don't like getting this stuff all over my hands all the time. Getting it under my fingernails, I'm just not a big fan of that. And I use, of course, a glove that I use reusable gloves. I don't buy new ones every time. I don't use the disposable gloves. All right, now with that, we're going to go ahead and load this up with some paper. Some food on top like this. Or, I'm sorry, the compost on top. We're going to move some stuff around here. It's buried underneath there. Worms will move down into that area, consume everything in there, and then they'll come back up to the surface and feed over here. Now, what I'm going to add in next, though, as I mentioned, is I'm going to take off my glove here for just a second here so I can grab this with two hands. I've got a bucket filled with black biochar. I know it's hard to see in there, but it's got water around it. And we're just going to pour some of this on top here. And this stuff is really concentrated, so just want to make sure I don't drip it all over the place right now. So this is really concentrated. I'm going to put my glove back on here. So we're going to kind of move this around a little bit. And really what I want the worms to do is to move this into the soil. Now, I've recently found a way to grind this up into this fine powder. It's pretty safe to do as well, because I was kind of worried at first about having this stuff in the air, but I found a way to do it without having it in the air. It should be nice, and it'd probably be if I had to guess, because of how fine it is, it probably would be very good for the worms to use as grit, but also it's something that's going to carry those microbes from their gut and keep it in the soil, keep moisture in the soil, and this should work its way in as the worms sort of chew around it. I'm going to get a little bit more water just to rinse my glove off again. Just like that. Oh, no, a little bit more. There we go. And I really, really want this stuff to soak into the soil. This is something new that I'm trying. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I was going to add one more thing in here. Let me just make sure I've got a section where you can see. There's one more piece of food I was going to add in here. This won't be that hard, though. I've got some leftover rice that I've had sitting for a while in my refrigerator, and we can't eat it. So it's just in this container here. All right, hold on a second. All right, can't get it out. Give me a second. I'm going to take off my glove again here. I don't want to reach in there with my glove. There we go. Nice big pile of rice in here for the worms. And that should also be a really good food source as well, since rice breaks down, it also heats up and everything. So it's a great food source I've found for worms. Just gotta get my glove back on, cover this up again. Always want to cover your food. The one time I didn't, remember we had all that the issue in here with the mold that was growing. I don't mind too much extra moisture in here. This system seems to be doing just fine, and it's pretty dry, the material that I added, so it's going to soak up some of that moisture. Now, next thing I want to do here is add in some cardboard on top, like I always do. I've got a bucket of cardboard over here, And we're going to add that on top. This cardboard is pre-moistened, but, you know, again, it'll dry out pretty quickly in here probably. You can hear the water pouring out. It's been in a bucket here with water in it. And by the way, I just want to mention, I really reuse a lot of stuff. This is just an old pretzel container. I try not to buy a lot of stuff for my worms, by the way. You know, I know some people are very sensitive about that. I just don't believe in buying a whole lot of stuff to feed your worms or, you know, things like that. Unless you have to. I mean, like, if you're like, oh, I need this special material, well, you know what? That makes sense. Go ahead and do that. But don't buy a lot of stuff for your worms. They don't need to be pampered. You just need to make sure you take care of them with enough food and bedding material. So unless you have to, don't buy stuff. That's like all this cardboard. You know, it's all cardboard that's left over, and some of it I can't recycle because it's been come in contact with like oils or, you know, things like that. So it's perfect for going in here. And then sometimes I will grab some cardboard that, you know, would go to the recycling system, but it's always good to also remove some of it from the system as well. Make sure it gets broken down, put back in the soil. So there we go. There's all of the cardboard that I had to go on top. Make sure this is all spread around. Everything's coated nice and neat. A couple little things over here that flipped out of the system. And that looks pretty good. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this update. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'll be showing the system that I'm used to break up the biochar and put it in this bucket in a later video. But yeah, this is my latest thing that I'm going to be adding to a lot of my bins is this charcoal that I made at home and ground up at home and saturated with some good water. It's already had some of the castings in there, and that way it's already microbial active, but at the same time putting it in these systems I'm hoping will really help it even supercharge even more when I add the castings to my plants at the end. So with that, again, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. This is stuck. This is the second time this has happened with the zipper getting stuck. Oh well, I'll just close it up here. There we go. All right, again, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video.